Hey guys, welcome to Halloween 2019. We are deep in Scorpio time right now. Boy, does it feel like it. Super intense. Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio. Holy cow. Things are just coming out, okay? Things seem to be coming undone. Secrets are being opened. Things are coming to light. I did this little reading yesterday about that, so you can check that out on the channel. But I wanted to do a little more in terms of where we're going in November and what is going on with the planets, what is happening, and then I want to do a little reading. I've done the monthlies for all the zodiac signs. The link is below. Their little titles are in the description box below. So let's get started. What is going on right now? What is going on? Are you feeling like everything is like going crazy, or you're feeling a little more resistance than normal, or things are falling apart? Things are falling apart because they're actually coming together. The universe is trying to move you around, move things around for you in your life. And I know I've said this before on some other videos. The universe is trying to move things around so you can get to that other side of where you want to go, your goals and your dreams, right? And that can cause some disruption. It can cause some fear. And I'm just, here I'm experiencing it too. So just saying, there's a lot going on right now. So I wanted to just roll through these things, and then we'll do the cards for a second here. But Mercury in retrograde is starting today. We've had a shadow period since October 11th. So if you felt anything that has been particularly scorpionic, meaning deep secrecy, things that want to stay hidden coming to light, retrograde, right? It's the opposite. So it's bringing it out. Secrets unveiled. This is a particularly good time to up your game in terms of your intuition. So here on the channel and on Souls on Fire, I guess more practically on Souls on Fire, we're going to be doing a class about opening to your intuition very soon. I feel like before this November date, when it goes back direct, I feel like we need to do that. Opening up to your own intuition. So you'll see more about that. This is the time to do that, to strengthen your link between yourself and your guides. And one of the things I think people forget to do is they forget to ask. This is a very simple tool. So as you're working on opening up your intuition, hey, things are going haywire, relationships are leaving, jobs are leaving, something wants to come in, and you need to create some white space. So at this stage of the game, what would be really great for you to do right now is to ask. Simply ask. And I talked about this the other day, about writing down your goals and speaking them out loud. There's a video on the other channel about manifesting, on Souls on Fire. It's about manifesting. It's these steps that you take to manifest. You can also include a step in there. I did not put that in there because in every different, when we have new moons in different elements, right? New moon in Scorpio is water. So you can include a water element in your ritual, in that manifesting ritual on the new moon. You can include something with water, right? We're moving into, there's a new moon in Sagittarius. Yay, November 26th. Yay, expansion, awesomeness, the sun coming in, and all of that for the fire signs. Love Scorpio, got a lot of Scorpio friends, former husband is Scorpio, lots of connection to Scorpio, and Scorpio and Sag do like each other. So just so you know, Scorpio is quite literally, in my view, it's not the opposite sign of Sagittarius, but boy, is it the opposite energy. In my view, anyway. This is not something anybody else really talks about, but I feel this all the time because I have a lot of Scorpio and Sag, connections in my life. And one of my best friends, a cousin of mine, is a Scorpio. She's born right on the last day of Scorpio moving into Sagittarius. And I, all the time I call her a Sag, and she just thinks that's horrific. She just, like, she's like, not you. I'm not you. I'm not this, like, sort of open, sunny kind of personality, optimistic. She's like, darkness, right? So I enjoy that relationship because she grounds me a little bit in a more mystical way. I see how she deals with things. It's like you're 100% all in with her, or you're out, right? Scorpio is very much like that. So as we're in this Mercury retrograde, this is an opportunity for you to connect. The veil is very thin on October 31st between the living and the dead. Okay, the veil is very thin. This is a perfect day to start. If you haven't started this, start a ritual, or not ritual, a practice of opening to your intuitive self, to your higher self, to your guides. Okay, this is a great day to start that practice. And if you have been doing it, just to deepen it. Okay, doing something, adding something else, adding a different kind of meditation, using those, the binaural beats, the music, the 936 hertz. I think that's what it is. That's the crown chakra music as you go to sleep, including Ho'oponopono, which is the Hawaiian meditation. That is something that we should put some links to these things on the channel, because these are very important pieces that are going to help you open and expand your intuitive self, and also your manifesting capabilities. Okay, so Pluto is now direct in Capricorn, and Capricorn, Pluto is connected to Scorpio also, but Capricorn, right, is like the taskmaster. It's like doing the work. So as you're manifesting right now, Pluto is direct. So this emphasizes taking responsibility for how you're using your power in the world, taking responsibility for that, right? That's what Capricorn's all about. Capricorn, Saturn, right? The taskmaster, acceptance, responsibility, hard work, nose to the grindstone, all of these things. So this is a time in the most Sagittarian, in the most optimistic kind of ways of looking at your goals, looking at your true vocation. It's great that Capricorn and Pluto are here right now, because this is opening you to where you're going. All right. That's why we're talking about opening to your expansive goals. Think big, believe, dream big. That was the message of the Scorpio new moon. Okay. Because this is about transformation, transforming from one situation to another. Right? We're transforming the channel. I'm transforming what I'm doing every day, right? We're moving from one set of way of doing things into something else. So this is that period, okay? I want to do a video about the darkest before the dawn, because I think that that's what the Scorpio energy right now feels like to me. It's sort of like when a baby is being born and they go from their mother's uterus through the birth canal. Don't mean to make this like this is mystical. It is a mystical experience of going from that situation out into the world, right? And so it's dark going through that canal, and then boom, there's light, right? And then boom, there's light. So that's what's happening when you're being birthed into something new. It feels dark. It feels constrictive. It feels difficult. So Pluto, Capricorn, Mercury in Scorpio in retrograde, all of these things are super dark before you're birthing yourself out into the world, into a new place, right? Even Venus is in Scorpio, the emotional intensity of things. So we're moving into a full moon in Taurus, November 12th, which is awesome. I have my little notes here. Monday, November 11th, Mercury is going to transit the sun for the first time since 2016, giving a little bit of a glimpse of what's going to be happening next. I love the sun going into Sagittarius on 11/22. 11 and 22, both power numbers. Awesome. Neptune goes direct on 11/27. November, for all of November, Jupiter is still in Sag, but it's moving out of Sag, okay? It's been in Sag for a whole year and now moves into, ta-da, Capricorn. So that's just about putting your plans in place. Okay, so if you've been dreaming about things, if you've been in this very Sagittarius loves Jupiter, Jupiter loves Sagittarius, Jupiter rules Sag. So when things are in that transit, when Jupiter is in Sag, things go well, things move forward. But now we're in this deep, dark thing of like, okay, you've been dreaming about all these things. You've been dreaming about what you want to do. We're going through this birth canal, boom, coming out now at the end of November. Awesome. Venus enters Sag. Yay, November 1st, tomorrow. So we're getting into this lighter energy, into this more optimistic, expansive energy. Okay. And no disrespect to Capricorn, Scorpio. Absolutely not. Because those are the signs. Those are the things, how we get deep into our what do you really want into your gut, and and then do it. Capricorn is do it. Okay. Put some energy, put some action into it. So this is why I've actually started Souls on Fire, the second channel, and doing the classes and courses and other kinds of, mentoring, spiritual mentoring. You're going to be doing all of that stuff now, because that has been being birthed on this channel for the past 2 years, right? And now we're expanding into all of this. We're still teaching on these channels. We're still doing this. We're still doing tarot and other things like that, but it's expanding. Okay. So that's what we're doing here. November 1st, Venus into Sag, generosity, idealism, big things, happy serendipities, happy, lucky things. I always say, Sagittarius and Jupiter, this is luck. This is like things coming across your path that you're like, wow, that was super lucky. That was lucky that I showed up at that party and I met that person. That was lucky that I did this. I was going to not do this, but I did it anyway. Right? This kind of synchronicities. These are the kind of synchronicities, right? We talk in this channel a lot about the number synchronicities, but the synchronicities of, you're going to one place, you're going to go to a party, or and you're like, I think I'm going to go over there. And boom, you meet the person you're going to marry, or boom, you meet your next kind of iteration of what you're going to be, because of the conversation that's happening there, because of how you feel, because something happens in that other place and you're being guided, right? And so when things seem to be collapsing, when things seem to be falling apart, when things seem to be going away, this is the universe moving you around. So at this point, when you're most wanting to be like, this is scary, instead relax into it. Relax into it. Have gratitude that the universe is moving you around into these situations that seem difficult, but are part of the process. This is part of a process. You have asked for something up here. You've asked for something. Universe has to then be like, okay, I'm going to move you up there, right? Like if you've always wanted to move to a certain place, if you want to move to Costa Rica, if you want to travel Europe, if you want to, whatever these expansive goals are, you're going to need to book a plane ticket at some point. You're going to need to pay money to do that. You're going to need to plan your itinerary, and you're going to need to decide to have it be more spontaneous, right? You're going to have to make some decisions here about what that's going to be like. And that is what's happening right now, is the universe is sort of moving you through things that need to get out of the way, so that you can do these things. And probably the saddest example of this for me, my Stella, I had a beautiful Stella doggie who I rescued from Hurricane Katrina. She was with me for 10 years, and I was in a situation where I wanted to move away from where I was living into another place. I needed to move out of what I was doing, out of a relationship, and she passed away. And it became easier to move when that happened. It broke my heart. I didn't expect it. It was very unexpected. And I see her support in everything that happened after that. She became a guide for me after she passed away. I can help you more by being on the other side. I can help you more by doing that. And she really guided me. Stella is always around me. She's, a beautiful baby. And I was lucky to have her for 10 years. So I see that, right? We always are so sad when people pass away and die. We're talking about Scorpio energy now. But in reality, they're moving on to another plane. They're moving into another way of experiencing the universe. So I remember when my mother passed away, my father passed away, different experiences, different times in my life, and other people passing away in my family, and just being like, happy for them to be out of this heavy physical existence and moving into something that was no longer had pain, no longer had suffering, no longer. This, I fully believe that Earth is the tough part. This is the tough part, right? Because we forget who we are. This is a process that you're on this channel. This is a process of remembering, bringing your pieces of yourself from other parts of the universe back into your spiritual and physical existence. Remembering, okay? November 1st, Venus enters Sag. November 8th, Pallas enters Sag. The ease, it will become easier for you to talk about your ideas. And, if you want to go for a home loan, if you want to go for a business loan, November 8th, after that, and then really move into. So right now it's about trusting the process, trusting that you have asked for something. And the bigger you dream, sometimes the bigger the transition, the bigger the transformation is going to be. The more difficult, or, well, I don't want to say more difficult, because what you're going to need to do is see this from a spiritual perspective, see it from a bigger perspective, okay? And really be able to, understand what is happening from a bigger perspective. Okay, let's pull a few cards here about everything we've talked about. Whoops, Eight of Swords. Not seeing too clearly, but you are on the path of your feelings here. Not seeing too clearly right now. Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Underneath is Knight of Swords coming toward you. Ten of Wands, Leo, Judgment, King of Pentacles. Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. All right, so there's a relationship or something that you feel strongly about has to end or is ending right now. Okay, you might need some help from other people. Six of Pentacles, you might need some help from other people. What's coming toward you is a need to put down a burden. Okay, put down a burden, put down what has been a grind or what has been difficult for you. Put that down. Knight of Swords, moving swiftly forward. Things will move swiftly forward when you put this down. The opportunity is for you to maybe work with other people or be in connection with new people that you have not been in connection with these people yet. Okay? Some of you could need some help along the way. So Leo, Judgment, this is the universe saying to you, hey, this is coming in. King of Pentacles, bringing your life much more stability. There could be somebody who, Queen of Cups, there could be somebody here who broke your heart, who's coming back around, or somebody who has a broken heart is coming in as a life partner. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to make an offer. I feel like you're finally hearing the call. You're finally hearing the call of your work, reconciliation, playfulness, codependency, release your ex. Somebody has to release an ex here. Let go of that. Let go of something or they're going to drown you. Let go of something. Believe and trust. Romance angels are helping you. Make a commitment. Spend more time outdoors. I always like that spend more time outdoors card. It's kind of like a, hey, go out and play. In my view, anyway. Go out and play. So reconciliation is coming. This could be a twin flame connection coming back together or just coming together. Union coming together. Another person may be very upset by this. Okay, another person may be in your family. This person, this twin energy could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I see Leo here. This person has a prominent Leo. You have a prominent Leo. This is your work. If you have a prominent Leo, this is your work. This person is going to have something to do with manifesting more abundance as we move forward. Spend more time outdoors. There's something, this is a way of meeting this person or coming into contact with them. There was codependency in your past that's the burden that needs to be released. Release your ex and codependency. That has to go away. There's a burden that needs to be said goodbye to. All right, this is a little Halloween message for whomever it's for. I hope that was helpful to you. Happy Halloween.